What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So first off, I gotta apologize to you guys. It's been about a little over 2 weeks since I dropped the vlog, and that's only because I've been working really hard at the 9 to 5 for the big purchase that I've been mentioning for you guys, which is basically going to be turning the car into version 2.0. So this is definitely version 1.0, and I kind of want to give you guys a rundown list on all the parts that I have on the car currently. A couple of you guys have been messaging me on, like, you know, where I've gotten a couple things and how much certain things was, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to give the car a little bit of a rundown on what we have going on so far and how much it's costing me. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, so I had to write everything down on my phone because for real couldn't remember everything. Also, if you stay till the end, I'll give you guys a hint on what we're purchasing, what has been the big freaking purchase that I've been talking about for the past couple vlogs, you guys. So stay to the end, I'll throw you guys a hint, see if you guys can get it. But anyways, first I want to start off on what we had bought first. It was basically all the exhaust stuff. So I did buy all the exhaust parts used except for one part, and I'll mention what part new that is. But I'll go from what I bought first to what I bought last. So first thing I bought was a Perrin 2.5-inch catback exhaust, and I bought that for $700. Now this exhaust retail goes for somewhere around $1,000 to $1,300. If I get it wrong right now, I'll post up the right thing on the screen. But yeah, so I bought that for $700 used, and I believe the guy said he had it on there for a couple months. So it sounds really great. I love the way it sounds. I didn't expect that from Perrin. Not only that, I didn't even know about the company until I owned one of these. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Second thing for the exhaust that I ended up buying was I bought the Tomei unequal length headers. Damn, this changed the car completely when I threw it on, and I ended up buying those used as well for about $570. So I believe brand new they go from like $700 to $800. Like I said, I'm kind of guessing on all the retail prices, but for sure I know what I bought it for. I also bought a Tomei front pipe, which ended up costing me I think around $380 to $400, and that was used as well for pretty good price, I think. With retail, the front pipes are about like $530, I want to say, retail. So yeah, definitely a good buy for $380 or $400. And the next is the thing that completed basically the exhaust system, and I had to buy brand new just because I couldn't find one. It was a Tomei overpipe, and so that would cost me about $240, and that was like with taxes and shipping and stuff like that. So honestly, to me personally, if you guys go back on the uploads, I think the exhaust sounds really freaking great. It's definitely a lot deeper, not raspy anymore. If you guys are definitely looking into any of those parts, and if you can find them used, those are basically what I paid. Buying it used is completely fine to me, and it bolts up completely perfectly to the GR86 from the first gen. So that is one of the main reasons, because I couldn't find any of the parts brand new. You know, it was gonna be a long wait, and I could find them cheaper from the first gen anyway. So I'm completely fine. So that is everything we have for the exhaust system. So already, I mean, without adding all that up, I'm already like a little bit over $1,500, and that's for the exhaust. Now, if I was to buy the whole exhaust brand new, it'd be a little bit more pricier. Alright, so now we're moving on to more of the setup we got going on here, you guys. So for this next list of stuff, I wanted to just remind you guys that I did get sponsored after I bought all the exhaust stuff. So all the next list of stuff is discounted on the parts as well as labor, which I'll mention to you guys how much I saved on the labor and how much I saved on the parts from being sponsored by Cormotive. Also, big shout out to Cormotive for sponsoring me, our very first sponsors on the channel, you guys. With that being said, I'm gonna start from the lowest amount on the parts, and then we'll go to like the most expensive part. So the least expensive part was the Godspeed rear lower control arms, as well as the tow arms. That was about $220, and I believe it came with both sides. And for the rear lower toe arms, that was about $120. So $330 in total for the parts. And then for labor, labor costed me about $260. So in total, it ended up coming out to about $600 in total, and that's just for the rear lower control arms and the rear toe arms. Not too bad on the parts, especially because for this fitment in the rear, I definitely needed those two parts. So just throwing that out there, if you guys are looking for something similar to this little wheel setup, you guys are definitely going to need that, which it's also a -5 camber, by the way, just throwing that out there. For the next thing, it's going to be the wheels and the tires. So these wheels are some Rotiform Tough R monoblock wheels, and I am super happy with them, by the way. They're a lot better in person, and they definitely had to grow on me because through photos, I didn't know how it was gonna look, but definitely looks so good on the car, you guys. The wheels were about $343, and that's per wheel. So in total for all 4 wheels, it was about $1,372. So $1,300 for all 4 wheels of these monoblock Rotiform Tough R's. For the tires are Hankook Ventus V12 Evo 2s, and that cost me about $189 per tire. So, and for all 4 tires, it came out to about $757. Whew, getting kind of up there in pricing, yo. Okay, so with that, they also had to get White Knight lug nuts, and that was about $45 for a pack of lug nuts. They also ended up getting the hubcaps, and that was about $20 in total for the hubcaps, the valve stems, the lug nuts, the tires, the wheels. In total, it was $23.46. So definitely a lot cheaper than maybe like some 3-piece wheels, because my work wheels were like $3,600, and that was just the wheels, not the tires included. So definitely I think is a really great price for the wheels and how they look, and the time frame that I got them in. I didn't have to wait so long for these wheels. I just wanted to throw it out there because it's Rotiform. Rotiform is in the States, and they're from SoCal, so definitely proud to have you guys on my car. That was the second most expensive parts on the car currently. The most expensive thing we got on here, you guys, is definitely the 3P airlift suspension. I have never had bags before, you guys. For the airlift performance kit, for the front of the kit, it was about $1,159 just for the front, okay? And then for the rear, it was about $641, okay? I have a 4-gallon tank that was about $1,800. It was $1,800 for the 4-gallon tank I have in the back. That is wow. That's wow. When I read it as it's broken down, it just blows my mind a little bit more. And then I have 2 compressors. That was about $150 for the harness and $200 for both the compressors. So in total for the parts alone, which is $4,000. Add the labor, which was $2,100 for labor, and it came out to a whopping $61,300, you guys. That is what the total was for just that 3-piece airlift performance kit, you guys. That's, you know, 4-gallon tank, 2 compressors, front and rear bags, and installation included. That is like probably the most expensive thing that I have on the car, and that I've actually paid for a car. But obviously with this next purchase that I've been telling you guys about, way more expensive than these bags. I can say that looking through all this, adding up, you know, what I would have paid, I definitely got discounted a lot. My discount for labor, what they discounted me for being sponsored by Carmotive, they discounted me $1,800 for like the total of all the stuff that I just mentioned, that I got from Carmotive, the tires, the wheels, the air suspension. $1,800 discount for labor, and then my parts discount was about $1,052. So in total, including sales tax, which was about $485 on sales tax, I ended up getting discounted $2,852. So in total, from Carmotive, and not including the exhaust system, I spent $99 just off of the airlift kit and the wheels and tires. And now if we add the exhaust, now what we have spent in total, hold on, let me pull out the calculator real quick. So in total, for the full exhaust and for the wheels, tires, suspension, I have currently paid $86.22. So basically $8,600, you guys, I have paid to basically make the car look the way it is, you guys. If I'm really getting into like really big detail, you can add like $15 for the reverse lights I threw on, as well as the trunk dome light, and then like another like $12 for the headlight tint. I didn't add the front lip because the homie hooked me up for 40 bucks on a custom one, and I didn't add the side mirror visors because that was also 40 bucks, but I bought that when I had the Lexus, so just throwing that one out there too. So that was probably like an extra 80 bucks. Definitely pretty up there, and the fastest I think I've ever spent on a car build, because with the Lexus it definitely took time for everything that I did. This, like, I got back in March, it's already August, and this is literally version 1.0, about to get changed into version 2.0. So definitely, you guys, if you are looking for any of the things that I had thrown out there, you know, and if I can help you, make sure you guys leave a comment down below, so that way, you know, I can message to you guys, or, you know, help you guys out maybe. Hopefully these prices kind of give you like a good, like, I guess, picture on where things might be, or what you guys might be spending, as well as maybe you want to go a little bit lower than me or a little bit higher than me on what brand or, like, you know, expenses. If you guys are looking to get somewhat of this kind of style, which, oh man, I've gotten plenty of compliments. I freaking love looking at this car. I feel like I can look at this car all freaking day. That is what I have paid, you guys. It's nowhere near what, you know, ending, you know what I mean? So there's just so much more that's about to go into it. Mind you, I bought the car at like 38, and it's, I think the car right now, I'm financing it, it's at like 29, basically what the car's worth. So, and I already put like almost 10 grand back into the car, you guys. Don't get me wrong, you guys, I love what I do. I love building my car. It just makes me feel so good, passion, and just interacting with you guys and getting your guys, you know, inputs, and you know, being creative and expressing myself through my car, you know, that's the main thing. And just, you know, having fun and, you know, loving what I do. So definitely, you guys, I recommend any one of these things. Yeah, this is basically version 1.0, you guys. So I am so excited for you guys to see version 2.0, or to even just get started on version 2.0, you guys. This is basically going to be the end of the vlog. I didn't want to have it running too long. I just kind of wanted to get all the numbers out and stuff like that, so you guys can have a quick idea. But definitely make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. We're building this together, you guys. It's not just me. You guys chose the color of the brakes, so we colored them midnight purple. I love interacting with you guys like that, so throw out some ideas what you guys would want to see, and we might end up doing it. So with that being said, I told you guys that I would let you guys know what the purchase was that I was going to buy, or I give you a hint. I said I'll give you a hint. Basically, let's just say the car is going to, how should I put this? How can I put it? The car's gonna look different, and the car's gonna need some bigger wheels. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I bought a